What up
What's
with
good,
it?
y'all? Happy New Year, Digga.
Happy New Year's, man.
You looking?
Wait, do I need to light up a little bit?
Kinda, you're looking a little dark.
Cause I was about to say I ain't know you was like there with the people
all right.
already.
Look, go ahead, do what you got to do. Come back, light yourself up a little bit. Oh shit! The free God has availed himself. I don't hear you, free. Oh wait, here you go. Talk.
You got me?
I got you now. I got you.
All right, now.
Give me some landscape mode.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. What's good, King?
What's up, son?
Happy New Year, bruh.
I didn't talk. Oh, wait a minute.
I mean, we haven't done any broadcasts since then. So to the people,
motherfucker.
I mean, of course I hit you on some Happy New Year shit, but this is the official, like,
oh wow, the 2021 joint.
Face to face. Happy New Year 2021.
Shit, what's good?
Hang on, here comes the queen. Is coming back in.
I think I'm lit. Better?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Happy New Year to everybody.
Still a little dark, but
okay. Hang on. No, I probably just need to
I always get this
I can just pull this
audio thing
ring
where
light
it's
a
so
little
like it's so bad and then it clears up. I don't know why it's always with this StreamYard shit.
What are you talking about?
Like right now, you guys are talking to me somewhere like this. It's weird.
That's what Gunz was saying when
I came in. I have to wait for a second.
Okay.
It sounds like you guys have voice boxes. It's weird.
Maybe when it's on the phone.
Huh?
Maybe when it's on the phone.
Maybe it's because I'm on the phone.
Right?
Yeah, maybe when it's on the phone. Because when I just did a test with our special guest, Peter Gunz, he said the same thing. But then after a second, it cleared up.
It clears up. I mean? Like right now, you're clear.
See?
It's weird.
I think it's something about maybe when you connect with the iPhone or some shit like that. If you're using your phone. Because I'm using my phone
because damn, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know.
The phone is clear as fuck.
Well, listen, man.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, man. How you be?
You know, I just had another video go viral. Don't know if you saw it.
I don't know if I seen this one. I've been working.
I hit the 500,000 mark
as
far as followers.
What you do?
500,000 followers, and now I'm at 519,000.
I'm saying, what did you do that went viral?
Yeah, well, viral. Well, I was talking about those Proud Boys and the one guy, the white dude with his black girlfriend, black wife, being a Proud Boy. I was talking about interracial relationships and the fetishy side of it. And I made a video.
I didn't know.
Oh, yes, sir. And it landed real nice because people are sharing the shit out of it.
Okay, maybe we can input an interstitial when we do this fucking video. Greg, cut in that video right here.
You see this dude right here? This is one of the Proud Boys. You know, all those Neanderthals that attacked the Capitol. Remember that? As we've been saying all day. Well, I want to show you his wife.
You say opposites attract. We were very different.
This is his wife, his black wife. All right, that's his black wife. See that? And they were on one of those judge shows and shit.
I didn't want to be married anymore.
See?
I'd rather we stay friends.
All right, that's his black wife. Okay. Whether they're together or not or whatever, his black wife. And that's why whenever we talk about interracial relationships, everybody gets super sensitive, right? Because, you know, they always say, you ever hear that saying, love transcends color. Love transcends color. First of all, we need to get rid of the word transcend. You know how high you got to be to transcend some shit? You know what the level of transcendental shit is? Okay, and black people, you know me, I'm a comedian, so I'm going to throw in some comedy. We are the highest jumping motherfuckers on the planet, and yet we can't seem to jump over the hurdle of racism. Right? Right. So, nobody ever wants to talk about the other side of interracial dating or marriage. No one talks about that other side. Because I can guarantee you there was a lot of polarization going on when this Trump shit was going on. Huh? Love transcends color. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. There is nothing wrong with loving who you want to love. I have to throw that in before you guys try to pretend like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But nobody talks about the other side, the fetishy side. There's that side where somebody doesn't respect you for who you are. They just want you for fetishy reasons. And that's not just black women or black people. That's Asians. That's Latino. You know, nobody ever talks about that. Nobody ever talks about the non-transcending shit, okay? Because I grew up in Chicago, where I knew white dudes that had black girlfriends would call you nigga in a heartbeat. Yeah. Or they call you a chink and got a Asian girlfriend, call you a spick and got a Latino girlfriend, or vice versa. This is real shit. So this is an example. This dude with his black wife going to the Capitol. So what did he say? Okay, I'm going to do some racist shit. You sit there and you be pretty, goddammit. I'm coming back to satisfy my fetish. You know? So we have to talk about that side. Because if love transcended color, right? Then we would have been equal by now. Because we've been fucking each other for a long time, everybody. Everybody's been fucking the shit out of each other. And yet racism hasn't moved a goddamn inch. I'm just saying. So where's this transcending coming from? You know? And let's be real. A lot of us date outside of our race. A lot of us, there is a population of people that date outside of race because of self-hatred. Self-hatred. Angry at your people. You know, you got black women mad at black men and say, fuck black men, I'm going to get a white dude. That's the truth. And you got black men that say, fuck these black women, I'm going to get me a white girl. Watch. Huckleberry Finn-ass Negroes. Yeah, you got that. You got people who have other agendas for going to another race. That's real shit. So I would like to just express that to everybody. And that this fuckboy right here is an example of a lot of motherfuckers that are like that. I didn't say everyone was like that, but a lot of you motherfuckers are like that. I believe, to me, that the percentage of people that actually love each other that are from another race, very, very small. That's just how I feel, because I live in this skin and I see how people act towards us. So, listen. So, I don't think we're ever going to be able to fuck the shit out of each other to get rid of racism. Just personally, I just don't think it's going to happen. I think it's just going to be changing our minds, right? And being respectful to us. It's going to be a mental thing that's going to have to change, not fucking somebody. Okay? Thank you, guys. Bye.
You know, I got on Comedy Hype. They used it. I got on Shade Room. It's just like they passed it around. So my shit went from, I was in Arizona. I just got back 5,004 to 519 in the day.
Okay. Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, son. It's on. I came out this motherfucking year like this. Boom! And fuck that vaccine, bitches.
And fuck that vaccine.
And fuck the black scene. I call it the black scene, son.
The vaccine.
The vaccine, black scene, son.
And all you massholes out here worrying about.
And I'm
nigga got his mask on.
I'm gonna drop some vaccines, nigga.
Some vaccines on your bitch ass.
Got your bitch ass, old fuck boy, Huckleberry ass.
Oh, Negroes. Huckleberry ass,
Huckleberry ass, motherfucking nigga Jims.
Hey, where Digga at?
Hey man, hey fool,
man.
Hey, where that Digga at? Hey, fool, where she at, fool? Hey, Devon, hey, Devin, all right, Devin in the building, all right.
Hey, you want to see a dead body?
Oh yeah, remember that? Boys
you know what I love? The Boys in the Hood when they took the football and he was like, "Come on, man, give me the ball. I ain't gonna take it."
Right. Remember what about?
Damn well he was gonna take it.
Yeah. What about when the dude came to talk
all the
to
light I got for us
about
today.
scholarships?
That's all right.
That's better.
See, like.
That's all the light I got today.
I can hear Jamar, but now Raw Digga's voice is like that. I have to wait for it to clear up, I guess.
What's that?
Hey,
that's weird. Damn.
Something about the how his shit works where he can't necessarily hear.
I don't know what.
That sounds like a you problem.
Uh-oh. Damn.
So listen,
yeah, we're not giving a 2021. I don't give a
I'm sure. I know you have your show tonight. Yes, that you have to do.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I was like,
in
dang.
Godfrey We Trust on the
Yes.
Gas Digital Network. If y'all
Yes.
don't know, follow Godfrey and go check his show. He's got to go tape that in a little while. So he's come in for a little bit to join us as we talk to our brother for as long as he can. And then he's going to have to probably dip out.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you want to say?
Well, the guy that we have, I talk to him all the time anyway.
Oh, okay. Well,
so to be like,
you're about to talk to him now with us all together.
Right.
Okay. Your old twisty top looking motherfucker. You reminded me of when I first was growing my dreads and shit.
Yeah.
I was just religiously twisting them shits like that was just the thing to do. Like
right.
Twisting the shit out of my shit. I see you, yo, twisty top ass nigga. Anyway, listen, without further ado, because I have my brother here for a minute, and yeah,
18 minutes, he be all right. Nah, I'll just fuck with you. That's my man.
I want to get him in the room. I'm sure the people at home want to hear from him right away. Listen, one part of the legendary duo, Lord Tariq and Peter Gunz, loving hip hop New York star, you know, and now the host of Cheaters. Wow.
What rhymes with Peter?
Okay, Peter is now the host of Cheaters. And let's not get into the fact that his last name is Panky.
Oh, which is hilarious.
Which goes with Hanky. We're going to get all into that. Mr. Hanky Panky himself, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Godcast. My brother.
Get it.
Peter Gunz. What's good, King?
You know, I was getting ready to thank you for the intro. Then you went into the last name, man. The intro was so magnificent, and then you just killed me at the end.
No. We actually,
you know, in the contract when I signed on to do the show, that's in my contract that I had to use my last name
because it's cliche.
It's disgusting.
It's cliche. The fact that your last name is Panky.
Yo, listen, I was on standby. I was on standby from a flight from LA, right?
Yeah.
Airport crowded. So I'm like, damn, I hope I get on this flight. And they said, Peter Panky, and everybody burst out laughing. Right? And guess what I was doing? I was looking for that nigga too. I was like,
who is that? And one of them smart ass niggas was like, that was you. Stop looking around. That's you. I know that's you.
Yo,
I watch TV.
The crazy shit is I wasn't born with this name.
Oh, let's get into this.
It's the ghetto shit. My moms didn't want the welfare going after my pop, so I kept her maiden name.
Oh, damn. What would your name?
And then my father was like, fuck that. I want my son to have my name, and his last name is Panky, so there it was.
Shit.
Oh.
Dang.
Yeah, it was I don't want nobody going after daddy, so we got to keep his name under. Yeah.
So what would it have been?
Yeah.
If it wasn't Panky.
So Peter Tapscott was my
Tapscott?
Peter Tapscott.
Peter Tapscott Panky.
That's some straight slave ownership.
Yeah, you had a choice to make. I don't know.
They all slave names.
Of course.
Right.
Listen, both my names, Peter.
What if you'd have had the hyphenated name?
You know what I mean? Pete Rock. You know what I mean? Like
Vibe magazine voted me in the top 5 best rap names, and then the top 5 real names in the same magazine.
Wow.
Damn.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
right.
Man. Real
name.
Take it. You got to run with it.
That's
something tells me you went with the right one. Something tells me everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Peter Tapscott I don't know. I don't know what that would have led you down.
You on the fence with
that
that?
would have led you down necessarily.
Hello.
I'm not
Are
sure.
you going uptown, Peter?
Peter,
Yes, I'm
Peter,
going uptown.
My name didn't change till high school. So I got people in junior high school saying, "Where did that name come from?" That's not his name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so they know you as Peter Top Scott.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, okay. You was out here in the world as Peter Top Scott and then became Peter Panky. Now hold up.
I was the Capricorn kid, PDP, Pete Lover, and then Peter Gunz.
Wow. That's why we come up with dope names, because the names, your regular names, be like, geez.
But don't you feel like it's almost like a psychological, magical shift when you come with that name? You know what I mean? Like when you give up an old name and you kind of enter this new name, I feel like it's a way that your psyche
it's weird
to enter its magical personality. You know what I mean?
It's weird. You know, the thing was, when I first came out as Peter Gunz, I had signed to Shaq. I don't know if you remember, I signed to Twism, Shaq's label.
Oh, Twism, yeah.
I know from your history that you were writing for Shaq, and we can get into that, but I didn't know.
Well, when I signed to him, he wanted me to be Peter Panky. He didn't want me to be Peter Gunz.
Really?
He's like, yo, Pete,
because it's a catchy ass name.
Well, he just felt like Gunz was going to stagnate it. You know, like MTV didn't want to show my name and all of that. I was just like, the name, but it was like he felt like it was holding me back. Like,
you gotta be Panky. Be Panky.
Corporations didn't want to put my name.
You gotta be Panky.
You gotta be Panky, man. Pete, I like Panky. I don't like Gunz. Be Panky.
I'm telling you, Gunz is gonna hurt.
But he named himself Twism.
but hold up, do you think there was validity to what he was saying there?
No.
You said no. No.
At the time, Shaq was just like, he saw me being more of a being able to cross over. So I don't want to say I didn't see the validity, but I felt like everybody already knew me as Peter Gunz. And Peter Gunz came because I caught a gun charge. I was Pete Lover, and when I got caught with the gun and got locked up, they was like, you can't be Pete Lover no more. You Peter Gunz. So I just put a Z on the end of it and ran.
Gunz is better.
You know, Peter Gunz, actually, wasn't there like an actor or a show called Peter Gunn?
Yeah,
the music, yeah.
In the 60s, it was a TV show.
So when I first heard the name Peter Gunz, it had that air of familiarity to it. Like, where have I heard that before? Peter Gunz, is that have I heard this? Like, your name rung bells, kind of.
It was a TV show in the 60s, and that's where
I heard it before. I heard it.
It was some spy shit.
Old man that lived in my building, Mr. Paul, he passed away, but he was the one that saw me one day and said, "You not Pete Lover no more. You Pete Gunz," and I just ran with it.
Oh wow!
So you was trying to be a lover.
I thought I was
back when.
I thought I was LL Cool J and Big Daddy Kane combined.
Oh shit! You could have been LL.
So did I, but go ahead.
I had dances. I had the whole shebang.
No, I'm just talking about in life, like.
Well, in life, yeah, man. LL was my idol. Lyrically, he could give it up, and then the girls liked him. I was like, yeah, that's the lane I want. Streets liked him, and the girls liked him. I was trying to. You couldn't tell me. When I was first doing my demos, they used to be like, "Yo, you sound too much like L. You trying to sound like L." Back when I was coming up. You sound like L. Now you trying to sound like Kane. I was going through that for years.
That's natural. That's natural.
They like, look, it's only room for one light-skinned lover boy.
Yeah.
And then there was the overweight lover. He was light-skinned but heavy, so you couldn't do that.
Yeah. He was phenomenal too, man.
Oh yeah, Heavy D was disgusting. I loved him. Yeah. Oh man. Damn.
Yo, me and Godfrey go live every night. The night out.
Yup. Wait, I can't hear him.
You blocked something the other day, Godfrey. You blocked me on something.
How did I block you? What the hell I block you on?
I told you to give him my number and you was blocking.
Man, she was like, man, I was, the girl in Arizona, you see that? Oh boy. Woo. I caught that one.
I
caught that one. Yo, that one was I was batting 1,000 this weekend.
I'm just messing with you. Yeah, she was beautiful though.
Woo. And she was cool though. She wasn't an asshole. That's
Wait, is Jamar talking?
I don't know. We can't hear you, Jamar.
Oh shit! Okay.
I'm like, I just see his mouth moving. I'm like, wait,
I'm throwing
what's
my voice.
happening?
Was muted. Okay, there we go. So listen, so Pete, you from the Bronx, right? What part of the Bronx you from? I'm born in the Bronx, by the way.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Albert Einstein.
174th Vice Avenue, born and raised over there, right? Same.
Okay.
My mother still lives in the same exact block I was born in.
Now that's a very hip hop, area. I would say 174th. That's that type of area that was involved with the origins of hip hop. So when did you first get exposed to hip hop, and when did you, become a participant?
Easy AD and the Cold Crush lived on the block. Easy AD lived right across. So I idolized the Cold Crush brothers.
As did many of us. And so shout out to Grandmaster Kaz, who was on the show.
Sneaking to all their joints at the boys club or wherever they had a little show, or Kaz needed something from the store. I was the little little Pete, Spud, go grab, I was running with Spud at the time. Remember little Spud? So yeah. I was running around. We was the little Cold Crush. So I was exposed to it early. I'm 52. I was there when it was, So I idolized the Cold Crush. I even named my son Kaz. My third son's name is Kaz. Yeah. So I idolized the Cold Crush. Once I heard the Cold Crush, that was it. I was a musician. I played drums and different instruments. But when I heard the Cold Crush, I started going in the direction of rap. So I was rapping a long time. So people seeing me, that's what was crazy. When we came out in 97, 98, people was like the new guy on the scene. And I'm like, man, I've been rapping since the early 80s, since 80. I wrote my first rhymes in 80. Damn. So it didn't pop. That's why I was like weird for people to say new artists when I was rapping way before a lot of dudes that was old school by then.
Nice. Yeah, I'm keeping the guitar in the background.
He can play too.
Yeah, I play a couple instruments. Like I said, I was a musician first. Before I started rapping, I still got a lot of love for music. I still consider myself a musician first, but rap, I'm still writing. I'm working on new music now.
Yeah, son.
Okay.
Why don't you do an acoustic album, son?
Nah, man. I'm not even doing a lot of production on this project. I'm not doing a lot of production.
We just call it Panky.
The Panky Project.
The Panky Project, son.
Oh my God. Yeah, I shied away from music after I did Love and Hip Hop a little bit because the look on the show was so bad that people wouldn't even give me a shot musically. Before they even hear anything I did, they were like, that's trash. They didn't even listen to it. They was just I shied away from putting out music and stuff. And, and now I'm ready to go. Me and Tariq, I'm going back in the studio next week.
Oh, right.
New stuff. Yeah.
How's he doing?
Tariq is good. People don't know that Tariq is married to my sister.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
I met Tariq via my sister. We had a group called Gun Runners, and she was like, yo, my boyfriend rap. I was like, we already got 7 niggas in the group. We don't need another nigga. She was like, nah, you gotta hear him, yo. He's nice.
Let alone your boyfriend.
And he came by the crib one day. I was like, let me hear something. And this nigga spit better than everybody in the crew. We had a crew that was Wu-Tang before Wu-Tang. When Wu-Tang came, it kind of like, we was called the Gun Runners. It put the Fab Fire out. We had the same plan. We gonna put this album out together, and then we gonna separate it. We was pop. You could ask Swiss Beats and Jada Kiss and them. We had a gold tape. Everybody knew about the Gun Runners. But when I heard Tariq, that was it. But they got a 25-year-old, 27-year-old son and a 20-year-old son.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah, Tariq is family. People like, oh, what happened to y'all? We just stopped messing around. It was never nothing. I'm the best man in the wedding. We had Thanksgiving every year. That's family.
So how did it feel to have that super success with that single? After working so long, you've been rhyming so long. Finally, y'all put this joint out, and that shit, when it popped, it fucking popped, boy. What was that like? How was that? What kind of satisfaction did you get from that?
Oh man, yo Lord, it happened at a good time because you struggling for years. Like I said, I've been rapping since the 80s. So at some point, your friends, your family is like, get a job, join the service. So do something. It ain't working, give it up. you know, because I stayed with it. The thing was, the thing with the record was, it came at a time where, you know, nothing was coming in. I got a son. Corey was already here. You know, I had a daughter. No money coming in. Felony. Nothing happening. And that came and saved the day. That song was big. It was good. The downside of it is we didn't eat off the publishing, but what could you do?
Right.
I remember you said Steely Dan kind of rubbed it in your face.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. They you know, so people think we got sued. We didn't get sued. They just wanted 100% of the publishing, and they wanted writing credit. So if you look at the record, it says it was written by them. Two old white men wrote Uptown Baby. So it was just like, God damn, like, can we get writing nothing?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened with the Fugees collaboration we did. Proswell used one. It's like 7 of us on a record, three of us outsiders, 3 of the Fugees, and then John Forte was the 7th man. And because Proswell used one line from Kenny Rogers, you got to know when to hold 'em,
right?
Know when to fold 'em. Kenny Rogers got 75% of the publishing of that entire record. Damn. And the 7 of us had to divide 25%.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Listen, man.
Yep.
I forgot. Was it Chuck D that or his company or something? I don't know what the story is, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's 10 crack commandment.
Oh yeah.
Yo, everything is on the table, man. I think Will Smith did a beatbox or something that sounded like Dougie Fresh on Men in Black. I think he had an issue.
Damn.
Damn. Shout out to Dougie. That's my guy too. But yeah, man, it's you know, had they did 50-50, even 60-40 and they be half, I to just take the whole, you know, I hear it come on HBO shows or people doing karaoke. It just makes me sick because they made millions off that record, man. And, you know, just to take 100% plus writing credit. And so when you look at the credits, it's written by them. But, you know, some laws are changing now. The streaming is here. And after a while, they switch things back over. But it's one of those things I don't like to dwell on. Tariq, it eats at Tariq a lot. It eats at him like me. I just like, yo, next, because it'll drive you crazy.
Let's go for the next hit.
Who were you signed? Were you signed to Shaq when you put that out, or?
No, man, but yeah, I was signed to Shaq, and Shaq gave me the freedom to go do it, to do the album at Sony with Tariq. Me and Tariq wasn't a group. So backstory, Tariq met Shaq and was writing and working with Shaq. Tariq said, yo, my man Peter Gunz, this is the type of stuff he does. He writes this type of stuff. He'll be dope. Immediately had Shaq fly me out. And I flew out there on probation. I wasn't supposed to leave. I got
out. Where was Shaq at the time?
Orlando.
So
when I'm writing for Shaq, you got to remember, I'm writing with Shaq. He's working on an album, and I'm writing up against, he's flying in Biggie, Pun, Rakim, you name it, man. Every rapper, whoever, Jay-Z, Nas, they all flying in, and he need verses to go against these type of, you know, with these artists. So it was my first experience even doing something like that. But immediately he signed me and told me I wasn't going nowhere. So I didn't tell him I was on probation. I wasn't supposed to be there. But when I was leaving, I was like, yo, look, I'm probably gonna get locked up, but it was worth it. But he made a phone call. He made a phone call and got me out. So
damn, Shaq. Let go of Pinky.
He signed some jerseys and some sneakers and shit, and they let me go.
Yo, so did you write I Know I Got Skills, Man, with Def Jeff?
That was before me.
Okay. I had bought that single.
Believe it or not, Shaq would write a lot of his own stuff. I would write stuff with him, and he would take what I did and add it with what he had. He just did his own thing. But some things I'd be like, nah, you gotta say it like this or whatever. But those were the best times of my life. I was in his mansion, living in his mansion, and you go from having nothing, hopping a train to now you living in a big mansion, just chefs writing with big next to, you know, it was like
That's how this business is, though, man. This business, the next day you could be shining. Like you can literally the next day. That's why we all stay in it and keep doing what we do, because shit can you can have those moments again and again, not just once. It can happen again, you know.
And just things look simple as something like you getting in something, say, yo, Peter be dope for this, or me saying, yo, I think today I got a call from Eric B, and he was like, he's on Blue Bloods.
What? Yep, he sure is.
Right, yeah, I heard about that.
He pitched me for the show, and they flying me in to do 2 episodes.
Damn.
Wow. Oh.
That's
just
so
that simple.
dope.
They doing some episode. He's like, yo, I think Peter Gunz could would freak this.
See what I'm saying?
And he was like, yo, I was like, dope, man. And I got on the phone with Donnie
Wahlberg.
Right.
Yeah, and he was like, Gunz, we love to have you, man. I was like, thank you.
I heard Donnie's cool people. He's so connected with, especially with hip hop, and just he's just a good dude.
And his brother too. His brother showed me mad love.
That's what's up.
So I mean, just little things like that, you know, people help, you know, just something like you said, that's simple. Like Tariq got out there and immediately pitched me.
Wow, that's cool.
Cause some brothers would get in the door and slam that shit and be like, I'm the only nigga you need.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna keep the bag just for me. It's mine.
We won't name those guys. That's a fucking
yeah, right.
toilet roll of niggas. That's dope.
So you know, you come out, y'all had your success or whatever. Then I'm sure, you know, there's all of these industry stories as to why people don't end up following up with multiple albums and blah, 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 contracts. There'd be some bullshit, and somehow people just kind of go their own separate ways. They get disillusioned with the industry. Would you be safe to say that that's kind of what happened?
It was to me, if you ask me, I would speak for me, and I think Tariq could feel the same way, but some of you have to ask him. I think we was just completely turned off to the industry. We made a song that was organic. The verses was 16. The verses was 26 bars. The hook was 16 bars. It was about New York, the Bronx. We thought, you know, I was tired of going places hearing people go Queensbridge, Brooklyn. So we go in the tunnel, and I told my niggas behind me, when I say if it wasn't for the Bronx, rap shit probably never would be going on. Tell me where you from. I want y'all niggas to go uptown, nigga. Up, because there only be like 10 of us and like 50 Brooklyn niggas. So it was just an organic record to big up the where we from, and then also give props to all the other boroughs that, you know, I got family in and we love. And it flew. But this when that shit died out, which we should have, I partly blame us, because if we would have put an album out, we would have sold 2 million albums as opposed to 2 million singles. We was like, we took too long to do the album. We flying around, money. We not even a group. Me and Tariq wasn't no group. We made ourselves. We arguing like, nah, that ain't hot. That ain't. So we mashed this quick album together and put it out, and it didn't do anything. And then we discovered, oh, it was organic. This is how it works. This person wants you to do this. They want you to do all these shows. They want money. We didn't know that side of it. And then to watch people go from loving you and turn on you, like, it almost felt like going in the Sony building was like, Peter and them is here. Like, you know, like they owe us another album. And I just remember we was connected to a bunch of dudes at that time that wasn't going to tolerate anything, sex, money, murder. We wasn't in it, but they was behind us 100%, and people were scared of that. And it was just like we just wanted out, because we went in the building and it wasn't the same energy when we came out with Uptown Baby. So they had to let us go, and from there we just walked away. I was like, damn, that's how this works.
Now, what is Sex, Money, Murder? That's a gang?
Yeah, it's a gang out of Soundview. Tariq grew up on that side of the town, and those were some of the people he grew up with. Wasn't in it, but shout out to some of them, you know, some of the guys. I don't want to go into too many names, but my man Pistol Pete put a bulletproof shield around me and Tariq and was like, yo, they untouchable. They not in, but they untouchable. And people knew we were connected to that machine, so they didn't play too much with us.
All right.
So I have a question. I mean, I like how you going chronologically, Jamar, but I gotta ask. I'm just
Go ahead, jump
curious.
around if you want. Go ahead.
Right,
Curious
you breaking up. I can't hear you. Say it again.
I'm breaking up.
Go ahead.
It's not just you.
See?
It ain't just Godfrey.
Well, I can hear you, but he said you're breaking
What
up.
happened with Jamar?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
It might be my phone. Go
Okay.
ahead.
No, I just wanted to ask you, do you feel like the benefits of doing Love and Hip Hop outweigh the cons?
Nah. It's you know, so people will say you got to live and reintroduce yourself to a new generation. You wouldn't be on Cheaters if not for that. But the hurt that I caused and the money don't add up to, you know. So when I signed on to do Love and Hip Hop, right, it was no malice in it whatsoever. It was, look, I mean, people going to hear Mina sing. People going to see Tyra. I'll make some money and provide for my kids. And shit just spiraled out of control. And when you're not in charge of editing, you just giving. Nah, I didn't get paid enough. Not that money would suffice for the pain that I caused people and the look. So if you judge, if I had to, I can't answer that yet. Because if I'm not able to put my kids through college and leave them something real good from graduating from Love and Hip Hop to Cheaters to TV, until I can say, okay, everybody's straight, if something happened to me, you know, but nah, in hindsight, when I think about it now, nah, it's not the asterisk I want on my name when I go.
Right, but it's like I understand when you say like the hurt that you caused and all of that, but honestly, do you think like the type of dude that you are, do you think you might have somehow caused that hurt anyway, regardless if there was a show there or not? Or do you think the show just amplified it?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and say that's not who I am or they didn't show. I think some stuff was embellished a little bit, but for the most part, they only did what they were supposed to do, which is what I gave them. And it was it was a real story. It ain't like the rest of these people that get on there. The people that come on there and give you a fake story is the ones that benefited the most from the show, not me. You know what I mean? People thought, yo, he's the worst. I wasn't getting booked or asked to do anything because people looked at me like that. But yeah, in real life, to do that in real life, amongst this, there's certain things that your lady, your family, and your friends will forgive you for. But when it's on a big stage and everybody's like, how could you be on TV doing that? It's one of those things that's hard to. It's the fact that it sounds, you know how your parents used to be like, don't take my business, our business stay in this house.
Right.
So to be on a big stage like that, giving it up like that wasn't, but nah, for me to say that's not who I was. In fact, sometimes I'd be like, damn, if they knew all my story, they really hate.
So how many seasons? How many seasons you do, Pete?
Can't remember, 3 or 4.
3 or 4. The what season did you realize, nah, this is fucked up? And what season were you like, it's fucked up, but it's too late?
Season 1.
I was
Season
gonna say,
1. Okay.
One.
I was trying. So what you trying to do is I'm gonna clean up on this one, or I'm gonna do this. You chasing your tail. Then you stuck because now it's your sole income. You gotta work. You gotta, and then you trying to twist it around, and it's just. I felt like I just digging myself further and further in the hole. And people were expecting that too. And I gave them exactly what they was expecting. Oh, now he ain't right. He gonna do this and that. So, I mean, again, it's hard to regret because I got kids that's born in that era that I love. I love my babies. And, so it's hard to say you regret because then I wouldn't have the babies. And oh my God, they mean more to me than anything. So it's hard to all the way say I regret. But, I got Tara's pops, people I would have Thanksgiving dinner with, Mina's friend, people that's just like, how could you, And the only thing I could sleep at night is I know it wasn't malice, but I do know that when I first did it, my daughter was fighting in restaurants, my sisters was going to work, people going, yo, what's wrong with your brother? Oh. So I was only thinking about me. I wasn't really thinking about people. Like, let's take Godfrey, for instance. Godfrey's constantly cursing somebody out. Your man is the worst. So Godfrey is constantly cursing people out, and I
But
never
he does it in a way that doesn't get him in trouble. Like, I don't know. He does it in a way that he gets away with that shit.
There's a way to do it. We all do our thing in a certain way.
He's amiable as he does it.
Because I'll be like this, fuck you. Ha ha ha.
You know, it's funny when we was on the phone with Vlad, and he said, you know we're gonna shit on you, right?
Yo, this way.
And even he had to laugh.
Me and Pete talked about it, of the love of the minister. We talked about that for a couple times. And then the conversation with me and Jamar was so funny because me and Lord Jamar, we called Vlad like, man, we said, let's call this man. We called this dude, talk to him. I go, hey, man. I go, hey, Vlad.
Hey, Jack.
I said, hey, Vlad, listen, man, apologize. And then Jamar goes, no, motherfucker, you need to fucking apologize or we're done. Yo, I'm serious to the motherfucker. He was like, no, nigga, we stand in our shit. If you ain't apologizing, the shit is over.
That's crazy.
I'm not even bullshitting you. That's exactly. He went from 0 to 100. It was done.
You remember ready.
You remember you was playing
Vlad.
You wasn't ready.
Yeah, Godfrey, you had a show here in Dallas, and I remember when we came. I went backstage. I said, "What we gonna do, man? What we doing about Vlad?" And he was like, "What did he do?" I said, the Farrakhan stuff." You said, "Well, he's gonna apologize. He has to," and he didn't. And I was so proud of y'all for that. So, Minister Farrakhan, I'm not Muslim. I'm really not a religious person, but he's my favorite person, dead or alive.
Mm.
When people say if you could talk to somebody dead or alive, who would it be? Minister Farrakhan. Mm. So I love the minister, man. I had a conversation with many of us. Building. I love him. I love the minister, and be honest with you, I've done Vlad several times, and I even called Vlad one time to do Vlad because I wanted to clear up some shit, and he let me do it. But that's unforgivable, man. I don't know about y'all, but I get mad when I still see brothers go up there and do it.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, do you plan on going up to Vlad after this?
Who?
You. I'm just asking.
You sound,
or do you stand in solidarity with the brothers? I'm just wondering.
I mean, even if he apologized today,
it's too late. It's too late.
No, it's over.
He wanted to press that button.
I just had to hear it officially.
Yo,
I had to let the record reflect.
But if his wife being black, he has black children. I know his wife. I knew his wife before he married her in New York. But he has a black wife. Then remember we was talking. He said, my wife said I don't have to apologize. Now he threw it on his wife. I'm like, I don't know.
All right, so why don't people still go up there acting like they're not aware of what he's doing?
I don't know.
It's kind of disturbing. To be honest, it's disturbing.
We just don't stick together for shit, man. Like, damn.
Because it's like we always got certain people that got that anti-attitude that's just like, well, fuck what they talking about. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
Huckleberry Finn, Negroes.
I go through it. I've been going through it about the minister for years because, all right, so literally, not physically, but me listening to the minister saved me from a lot of trouble in the 90s. I was in a bad space, and then I started helping out with the Million Man March, going down to the mosque, doing things. And I'm not even religious. I was actually raised non-religious. So, but his words saved me. I was in a dark, dark, dark place. So now, fast forward, you have people that'll say, yo, you know, the Nation of Islam killed Malcolm X and Farrakhan, and they'll say all this garbage to make an excuse to still go there and do that. I'm not protesting for Farrakhan. I'm like, what? After all these, it's a weird, with our people, man, it's weird sometimes.
Yeah, man. And they asked me.
I think the younger, maybe I don't think the younger generation feels that connection to Farrakhan that some of the elders do. That's, that might play a role. I'm sure there are people that feel like, well, Vlad is doing more for me to help feed my family than Farrakhan is. I mean, I'm just kind of getting in the heads of.
No, you 100%. You're right. You're 1,000% right.
Yeah.
I've
Some
heard
people-
those things. I've heard everything that you saying and what I'm saying. But this is not kids. These are adults saying this.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I have friends that I've argued with about the minister. You know?
There might be. I'm sure there are adults that feel that way. I know a few adults that don't necessarily hold Minister Farrakhan in the highest regard for one reason or another. Certain principles, certain aspects of his personal life don't sit right with a lot of people. So
I get it, but you can't say he hasn't fought for his people or been in. I don't know, man. He changed my life. That's all I can say. And I'm not even Muslim, I'm nothing. But his words alone have moved me enough to say, fuck you then. How about that?
Yeah. Wow. I'm not Muslim. I used to go see him live in Chicago at the mosque.
Me too.
All that. Just going to really white universities was when I used to really listen to him, because you at a white university and that shit got you through. You know what I mean? Made you proud. And I'm not, like I said, I ain't Muslim. I enjoy the Nation of Islam. I knew cats in it. We all know cats in it. But it was just like, you're black. And this is the message I want to hear.
It's messed up, man. I don't know. Again, dude was always cool up until that point.
Yeah. I don't know about the I don't know about the Scientology though that he talks about. I'm like, I don't know about
there were some questionable things that was going on prior to that.
What's up with that Scientology thing?
Farrakhan,
I don't know, man. He said that science and religion both have a platform together.
Well, they do, but Scientology I have a problem with. But science and religion.
But at the same time, my problem with Scientology and the fact that he deals with it is not big enough for me to like disrespect this man.
Not at all. Not at all.
Like that, you know what I mean?
And listen, all religions got something with the man. All religions got something that you can have a problem with.
Right.
There's a lot of unbelievable stuff. So, but with Farrakhan drifting off into the sign, I don't know. I don't even know none of that stuff. I just know, even if we judged off just what he did in the 90s and the 80s and the 90s, and if you just went from that, I don't know, man.
I don't write him off at all. But the fact that he Vlad disrespects our people, I don't care if it was Reverend Al Sharpton, bro. It's like, yo, like if we do that to any of his folk, what's funny is he got mad at Nick Cannon for making the statement he made. Right. And the thing is Vlad is not even a practicing Jewish man. Right. He's atheist. And all of a sudden he turned into super Jewish after this black dude said something about his folks. So then all of a sudden you say something about our people. And here's the topper. Farrakhan actually, the Nation of Islam provided him with security and interviews. And then you go and shit on the leader of those people. Like what? Like you should have been, I'm sorry right away. 1,000 sorries.
I could be misspeaking if y'all say this. I'm not saying this right, but I feel like he said that even though he was wrong about this, he was mad about stuff he said in the past.
Well, we're not talking about that.
Yeah, that too. He said,
but I mean, he's kind of saying that he's holding him accountable for stuff he said in the past.
No,
that's why he doesn't.
That's fine, but you lied, and you need to apologize for that. That's fine if you say, "Well, I still have a problem," but you didn't say sorry on the shit you said right on the spot. So fuck that.
Right.
Yeah. I
mean,
that's just basic. Just basic unprofessional.
Yeah, exactly. That's just even corporate companies, white corporate companies, apologize when they fuck up. They go, "We are sorry. We are so embarrassed." They'll say that. Right. Just to get back to business, and he couldn't do it because he's one of those dudes that's gonna hang on to that white male shit. Because he can't see himself saying sorry to a black dude, but he'll fuck around with black women and do whatever. But to actually succumb, to actually say sorry to us, he doesn't see us as equals. He sees us as a fucking amusement ride that he can get on whenever he wants to. That's how I saw it. I was disappointed by the guy. We don't have a beef with him. I was just disappointed in him,
Speaking of white privilege, how about those capital? How about that capital riot?
Hey, Raw, I
was sitting back with my popcorn, like, ooh, white people crazy.
And that was on my birthday, so it was on my birthday, so I was highly entertained.
Happy born day, son. Happy belated.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday. Yo, a white girl got
52 years old. Yes, sir. We the same age, brother. We the same age.
Oh man, I didn't even know that's crazy.
So a white woman got killed during that shit, you know, that she was talking all. She got shot by her own people.
They tried to hashtag say her name. I'm like, no, she ain't to say her name. Fuck out of here.
Why do white folks always got to culture vulture our protest slogans? They try to do a million MAGA march. These motherfuckers are always stealing our shit.
I saw a video. Thank you, Tata Mills.
Say her name.
I saw a video of these motherfuckers out there chanting, I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
They just steal our shit. They can't. They're never originating any. Even when they protest, they're gonna sing "We Shall Overcome." It's coming. We shall overcome. It's coming.
People, like in history, like I can't breathe, and they were
can't breathe.
Bigger, like they made it up.
They're gonna start saying "Ashe, Ashe." It's coming. Ashe, Ashe is coming. What? Ashe, Ashe. What? Ashe, Ashe. Damn it. Ashe, Ashe.
Ashe.
So they
libation.
See, white people know our songs. They know we protest. They know they memorize it. Hey, what should we sing? We shall overcome. Let's try it, guys.
Yo, if y'all just joining us, we here with our brother Peter Gunz. Make sure you click the like button.
Yeah.
We talking about everything from Vlad to loving hip hop to white people scaling the wall at the Capitol.
Yeah, I never in a million years thought I'd see anything like that. But I mean, I don't know, nothing about Trump's tenure has surprised me. I'm like, wow, this man really could say anything, do anything he want. Yo, how about the mother of the rioter that's she's crying out because dude is refusing to eat because they're not serving organic food in jail.
Yeah, jackass in the bear suit.
I'm like, talk about the privilege.
I didn't hear that.
They're gonna fuck around and give them organic food. That's what's so crazy.
Well, he's like, can you go to Whole
fuck around and get it. Oh my God, he's on a hunger strike. Don't you let that little white man die. Give him some organic peas.
They're gonna have quinoa in jail. Watch what happens.
Watch.
And what's his name? Clarence Thomas's wife cheering them on. Did you see that shit?
No.
Clarence Thomas's wife sponsored some of them coming to Washington. Clarence Thomas, House Negro Thomas, And they're about to storm all the capitals in the United States on the 17th of January. You know that? You heard about that?
I heard
that. They're storming all capitals.
This time with guns, yes?
Yes, with guns.
I'm not going to be there.
We'll see.
I'm not going to be there either. We're all going to watch them.
Right.
Collapse.
But as they do that.
You missed the joke. Guns. I ain't going to be there. I'm with you, Pete. I'm with you. I'm with you. I got it. They slow. I got you.
No, it wasn't slow. It just
we right here.
It was too easy.
Oh shit! He just shitted on your joke.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Pete's
it
funny.
Was too easy. It just wasn't funny. Is what you're trying to say.
Okay, no, let's have a serious moment though. Like, how do y'all feel about white supremacists being so emboldened that they feel like they can storm the Capitol and possibly kill some congressmen and senators hang nooses and wave Confederate flags? But
I thought it was.
But everybody thought Biden is like the worst thing that can happen to us. Like,
first of all, no, it's not about Trump. It's not about.
It's totally about Trump.
No.
He's inciting that. He's perpetuating that. What do you mean it's not about Trump?
Already there in these motherfuckers. Let me just say, what I like about it is free people acting free. Right. See, white people in their mind believe that they're free. That's why they go up there and do some shit like that. We don't truly believe that we're free. No. That's why that never even came to our mind. We would rush the door to a party before we rushed the door to the Capitol. But they rushed the door to the Capitol not just because of Trump. It's because they actually believe in their minds that they are free.
And they also believe that they're oppressed.
Yeah, well, that's some other shit. But free people don't ask for permission.
Right.
And when free people think that their freedoms are being taken away, they act buck nutty. We just are not used to feeling free or having the freedom to be free.
Right.
And this is why we're so.
Is that freedom or anarchy? Like there's
anarchy.
There's still a such thing as law and order, though. Yeah, like I hear you, but
that's law and order. Yeah,
what I liked about it
is universal law.
What I liked about it was
freedom and
liberty. It was on display. It was on display that they can't deny it. That if those were black people, that was us.
Oh yeah, everybody said
it would have been a massacre. So it was dope. That's why I loved it. Because you can't explain that one away.
You can't explain that the rules of engagement are different when it comes to white people and black people. And it was glaring that to the world that if this was black people that did this, it would have been a fucking massacre out there.
Let me tell you something. They would have shot us at an opening of a Walmart.
Right.
You know how they open the doors and everybody runs in?
Right.
On a sale.
Right.
And remember during
Black grabbing too many watermelons.
Right. During Black Lives Matter, remember they had all the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines were there waiting on us. Innocent protesters. So what they're doing is, and the police are in on it because they're part of that whole Trump shit. They're showing white male supremacy as they leave their black wives home. They go, we'll be back. We got to take care of your niggas. We'll be back.
Right.
So you just stay pretty and keep satisfying my fetish. God damn it.
Wait, did this nigga just get impeached again? What happened with this shit?
Did he finally get impeached?
I mean, like, what's the
I know they voting on the nigga.
Like, what's to stop them from?
He got 10 days left.
What's to stop them from going and like attacking black people if they'll feel like it? Like it's okay. It's okay.
We gotta be aware.
Yeah, like it's okay to storm the Capitol. Okay, white people feel free. Not like that's not cool.
Okay,
not cool at all.
And it's not cool that somebody.
I'm just telling you how free people think and move. That's it. I didn't say it was okay. I'm not.
No one's saying it's okay, but they're going to do it regardless.
I'm just telling you that the reason why they did that is because they believe that they're free.
And because we have a president that's been dog whistling to them for the past 4 years, inciting them.
America has been dog whistling. It ain't just Trump. America's been dog whistling motherfuckers since they got here. What are you talking about?
Okay, he's bad too.
What's with him?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to disrespect your boy, but he's bad.
He's not my boy.
Yes,
he's not my boy.
All right, listen. Everybody, calm down. Everything's gonna be great. Just calm down. I love Rod Digger. I love Pete Gunz. I love Lord Jamar. You guys are great rappers. Very good. I think you all should just calm down. He said, go to the Capitol, y'all. I'm right behind y'all. That nigga went and hid in the White House. Listen, no, because Trump's like,
what's going on?
I don't care about those
hiding in the White House.
They're too poor. I don't like those hillbillies, but I think it's fun. You see them in the bunker watching? Did you see that?
Nah.
Did you see the footage of them watching the rioting? They're in a bunker with the son. Trump is with his sons, and they're having like a little mini party while they're watching this shit happen. You ever seen that? This shit is crazy. And they're playing Gloria by what's her name? Laura Branigan. You ever seen that shit?
Unbelievable.
Okay. Yeah, but there's poor white folks that ain't got shit that are doing all this dirty work for these rich ass white folks that don't care about them. It's
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there's a certain person who shall remain nameless that's inciting them.
Voldemort.
Yeah, so Trump created white supremacy.
No, he didn't. But he's telling everybody it's okay to act out however you feel. Fuck the laws, fuck the boundaries, and whoever don't like it, run them over.
Well, that's white male supremacy, though. They can do that, though. You know, Look at the way they kill us and get away with it. You know, that's why they do what they do, because more than likely they go, well, I'm probably going to get away with it. That's why they're so free to do the shit they do to us. So, yeah, they don't give a fuck. It's about them.
First of all, I'm quite sure that those same people were way more upset that a black man took office and became the president than Biden. And they didn't dare do any shit like that. You know why? Because up till this point, no, they didn't have the they didn't have the level of comfort to feel like they could do some shit like that. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they feel like they can do some shit like that. And it has been a slow burn for the past 4 years.
Well, so now that he's out,
I'm not saying
stop, right, Digga? It's all gonna stop now.
No, it's not gonna stop. Because now they know they can do it and get away with it.
Well, here's another thing too: the threat of Joe Biden's
health
will
be gone.
Joe Biden's health could lead to a black woman president. So that's really fucking.
He can't even speak no more. So he's gonna be gone. The problem is gonna be solved. He can't go on Twitter.
He can go stand in front of the Trump Tower with his bullhorn and speak.
A black woman president is another fear.
They ain't like them tweets and all of that. It's not as effective.
A black woman president is their fear.
Good. He don't need to be tweeting.
You see where Facebook is making all these all the employees take off their Facebook logos because they banned them and they're being threatened. That shit is crazy to me.
Yeah, wow. But a black woman being president is another threat, because they had a research study. And there's a lot of middle-aged white men committing suicide, right? Mm-hmm. And they said, well, why? What's the reason? The reason was black progress. And I'm like, well, I hope we keep progressing. Jump out of a building. Fuck all of you. I don't care. I'll help you.
Wow.
Thank you, Mary E. She said, Lord Jamar, Trump did not invent racism, but he told them to stand down and stand by. He opened the gate last Wednesday.
That's it.
Yeah, but that attitude has been around since the 1700s, man.
We know. Race. I mean, we're not saying that racism just
right.
4 years ago. Nobody's saying that.
Help give them their balls. Yes, I hear you.
I gotta go.
Fortify their nuts. Hey,
this conversation is getting good. Damn.
I know. We appreciate you. We're about to get into some other things too. This man's not gonna get away. I got more questions for this man. Yes, Free God. Thank you, brother.
I'll see y'all.
Love. Yes, sir. Oh, I was gonna say tomorrow, Bun B. But yeah.
That's dope.
Anyway, that's right. If y'all just joining us, we here with Peter Gunz.
Yes.
And if you just overheard us, tomorrow our guest will be none other than the legend Bun B.
Dope.
Word.
Rest in peace, my brother. Pimp C. So, Mr. Creep Squad. Let's talk about the Creep Squad.
Let's do it.
How's the Creep Squad doing?
They cool, man.
How's the creeps?
And you know, it's just a little.
Wait, now,
just a little fun banter that we do that people take so.
Now, the Creep Squad consisted of, because officially the Creep Squad has disbanded. Yes, I mean. We're not really Creep Squad now, right? At 50.
Nah, man, I'm too old for these. Those still my brothers.
Right. So officially the Creep Squad, would you call yourself the president of the Creep Squad?
I think just age-wise and me coming up with the name, I would have been the president, but I'm
okay.
I'm maxed out. My 8 years is maxed out somehow.
We got Gunz. We got Rich Dollars in the Creep Squad. We got Cisco in the Creep Squad. Who else in the Creep Squad?
DJ Self was down with us.
DJ Self. That's right. I remember when he's in the Creep Squad when Cardi and all of that. Yeah.
They still Creep Squad. He's still in the Creep Squad. And
am I missing anybody? Anybody else?
Nah, that's it.
Okay. So that was the Creep Squad, and y'all was creeping around.
And the dudes creeping around. It was just fun, and people took it so serious. All these old. I think Charlamagne gave us like an hour donkey of the day. I was homeboy. I was just all in the name of fun, and it wasn't that and people took it so serious, like we was a crew or a gang or some shit. It was just all for fun.
Right.
But we was all for TV shows. Creep Squad does Miami. People was coming at us for clothing. But I was like, nah, this is just for the love and fun of it. Because people will come up to me in the street to this day. That's mostly what they know me for.
Right.
And guys be like, yo, I'm a creep too. I'm down with the Creep Squad. And, you know, it was fun until, you know, little kids, little boys coming up, bragging.
Like, I'm down with the Creep Squad too, man.
That's when I was like, nah, it's time to.
When I grow up, I'm going to be a creep just like you.
Nah, you don't want to do that. And that's what the minister told me. He told me, all right, you did that. You back on the map. People know who you are now. How you going to turn it around? Turn it around, brother. Let's go. You know, you can't keep that going, man. You got to turn it around. And it was like getting scolded by my pops.
So, besides the Creep Squad, one of the things that, you know, when I told people, yeah, I'm gonna have Peter Gunz on the show, you know, I think one of the most epic, ballsy things that people believe that you did is when you moved both of your children's mother in the same building.
Yeah, that's the dudes. Dudes like how do you
dudes is like certain dudes is like that was. Now, was that just for the show, or was that something that you really did?
He's trying to put these days behind him, Jamar.
I know he is.
He don't want to rehash this stuff.
But these are the questions
go home to one of them.
Want me to ask. The people want me to ask this. I don't want to ask this, but the people want to know because they feel like that was epic.
Well,
like that was.
You thinking more about. I'm thinking more about. One of the things that I'm doing is I'm saying I want to work it out with you. So I want you to come up here with the kids and work it out with you. But I'm still dealing with this one, and so it all just panned out that way. But it wasn't. That's one of the most regrettable things because even though to people, to the fellas, it looked like Gunz is the man. To the families of the women, again, you know what I mean? The brothers, the people that love me, and like most of the people from that show go home, pour a glass of wine, kick back, and it's over. The show was over. I was dealing with that 24/7. Like, how could you do that? How could you do that? You make me look stupid. You make me look stupid. Because, you know, but ultimately, some stuff you just gotta use your common sense and be like, all right, you know, they are doing a TV show. Some stuff you gotta use your common sense. But for the most part, you can't make up babies. So when people question my story, you can't make up babies. But some stuff, you know, TV is gonna be TV. They're gonna embellish some things, and you know, and a lot of stuff I wish I could have back. I wish I could have that back. I wish I could have back a couple things that on the show, you know. But it is what it is. You can't live with regret.
Because I could just imagine the hell you might have been going through as far as y'all watching it together, basically. Y'all watching it as it comes out.
Oh,
so you might have did some shit one week, right? That was fucked up. And you knowing, and now you getting whatever flack that comes from that, and you thinking, God damn, but the illest shit ain't even come out yet. Like when that comes, I'm really gonna have to go through it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I pretty much know the sore spot or the real source of conflict, because it's like you and your significant other, y'all can work it out. It's when everybody else sees it, and then they're gonna keep, you know, it's more of the embarrassment of the world seeing it that will get the woman all heated up, because women, like, you know, we'll love our men, we'll forgive,
and you will forgive a lot of stuff as long as nobody finds.
But as soon as another bitch got some shit that she could use against you for ammo or something, oh yeah, you mad at him all over again.
Oh yeah, it was bad. Well, again, when I came on, Tyra didn't know I was married to Amina when I did the show. So that's another thing, one of the most regretful things for me, because she was like, look, is there anything that I need to know before we do the show that I don't know? And it was also Tara's idea for me to manage Amina. Like, won't you manage her? So it's almost like a slap in the face. You working with this girl, and then y'all start messing around.
Right. I told you.
I'm the one that encouraged you to work with her.
Right.
So it was like a combination of things that was a slap in the face towards her. And then even Amina, once I got with Amina, it was I
could think of the biggest slap in the face from a woman's perspective. You ain't married a baby mama first.
Right.
Shame on you, hey, Mr. Hanky.
Well, listen, man, it's
Panky,
a lot.
Mr. Panky.
It's a lot of it's a lot to go behind that as well. I'll talk to y'all about that when we get off. I said something, but there's another side to everything. I promise you that. When I tell y'all that there was no malice intended, even no matter how bad y'all might look at it, it was really not malice. It just spiraled out of control. And it's hard to even explain. You would never, even if I said I could explain, you would never understand it. But I promise you, it wasn't.
One thing I do know about one thing I can tell about most of these shows, it seems like the artists, like the genuine artists, always get like a worse shake than like the characters on the show. It seems like people that are put on these shows to be quote unquote characters, like they manage to, I don't know, just like shoot through the moon. But the people that I feel like are genuine artists, they end up getting critiqued or just getting known for these other things, not their art. And I saw, like, you're pretty much a victim of that, and and a few people.
Amina is probably the most talented person.
Beautiful singer, like
probably one of the most talented people I've ever been around. She plays multiple instruments. Her songwriting is phenomenal, but she's stupid. Chasing behind Peter Gunz, they wouldn't even give her the look. She's probably the most talented person on there. Now, people would say Peter ruined Mina's career because she could have been a star had she not done that show. And I always tell people, well, she was signed to Def Jam. She has several albums out. Where were you? You didn't buy the album. So, you know what I mean? What career would you be referring to? You wouldn't even know who she was if she wasn't on the show. You can't all the way shoot it down. And, and been able to survive since we've left the show strictly on her music and her following. So there's I don't want to act like there's nothing that came from it. And I know that she loves my little girls. I mean, she is such a great mom that she wouldn't change it. She wouldn't change it back for anything as well because of the kids. Again, kids came out of it, so it's hard to regret anything. That just erases all the bad stuff when you got kids from the situation.
Listen, I feel like, people could say what they want about you. Oh, you're a player, blah, blah, blah. But I know one thing that definitely is self-evident and shines through is that you love your children. You know what I mean? You seem like a really good father who's invested in, you know what I mean? In being present for his kids and tries to make the sacrifices that he feels like he needs to make in order for them to, have.
Yeah, they didn't ask to be here, man. So, and they here. You just got to try to give them a better shot than you. I mean, so when people say my biggest regret, I think you asked me that earlier, Rob. I think one day I'm going to have to explain this behavior to the little boys and the little girls that came out of this situation. That's going to see this footage that's never going anywhere. Probably been on Netflix or something or whatever. They're going to see this as adults and they're going to be mad and they're going to be like, how could you do that? So that's my biggest fear when people ask me, what bothers you? I have some explaining to do to some little kids that's going to be grown one day. And that's a little scary for me.
Well, you shouts out to your son Corey. That boy bang. That boy got bars. So you can pat yourself on the back.
Thank you. Yeah, Corey got a project coming out in March called Criminal Minded. It's a dedication to KRS-One, and so I gotta call Chris to make sure and get his blessings that Corey could drop that project, let him hear it, because I don't want to just throw it out there without. But yeah, so Corey is phenomenal, man. Corey was especially from, I say 10, 11 years old, he was spitting bars, and I was trying to curve him from doing the music, but Tariq insisted. He was like, nah, ain't nice, you gotta let him go. But I didn't want to bring him in this industry because I know how it works, you know. And some people like me, I would do it regardless whether it's hot or not. Some people get the fame and you don't want that for your kids. When
did
the
he
world,
just bring it on you one day? Like, did you just say some shit and you like, oh shit, my son could rap? Like,
he was rapping, you know, man, believe it or not, he was rapping and I was ignoring him. Tariq was the one that really came to me and was like, yo, you need to listen to your son, man. You gotta stop it. This kid is nasty. I would ignore him, you know what I mean? And he was rapping adult
But he
stuff.
was trying to rap for you. Is that what?
Yeah.
And you was ignoring him.
Yeah. And he was rapping street stuff. So here you are, like 10 years old, talking about guns and stuff. And I was
you don't want to hear that shit.
Nah. And I was like, no, we don't want to do that. But then one day he did a freestyle for me and I was like, whoa. Like, you know, he had patterns. I'm a pattern guy, but he grew up on that, man. He grew up on y'all and, you know, and all the 90s, all the artists, the Biggie, you know, he grew up on Redman and Rakim and Kane, and, you know, he Busta and everybody. He grew up, and I'm a lyric guy, so he was taking all that in like gumbo. Corey used to be able to mimic any rapper, man. So I'd give Corey homework. I said, today you're gonna write a story about a drug dealer hiding his bricks in the wall, and we're gonna call it Brick in the Wall. We're gonna do it off of Pink Floyd's Brick in the Wall. And I'll come back here, have an essay done of, you know, that kind of rhyme of that story, and it would be vivid. I used to be like, damn, I might have to have him pen me something.
That's what's up. Well, listen, they say everything happens for a reason, and you know the things we go through in life prepare us for certain things. So right now, you have a new job.
Yeah, I do.
You are the host of a show that I know a lot of us love ever since your boy Joey Greco was the host.
Yeah.
Then Clark Gable, the third, rest in peace. I didn't even know homeboy had passed away.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And now my man, Peter Panky, the host of Cheaters. Talk to me about it. How the hell did that fall into your lap? And how has that been going? When can we look forward to it coming out? Please tell us what's going on. I know they wilding when you running up on them. They like,
it's insane. It's insane. It's insane.
I know they're like, fuck you.
My manager was watching the show when he heard Clark Gable passed away. Rest in peace. I think he was only like 30 years old, man. I think overdosed on some medicine or whatever. I don't know. But he passed away. So,
and he's like the grandson of the famous Clark Gable, the actor.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my manager just sent the email to the show, say, yo, what y'all think about Peter Gunz hosting the show? I think it'd be fun. He didn't tell me. He just did it. And they called back and was like, is he interested? Could we fly him down? And I flew out to Dallas, met with Bobby Goldstein, the owner, and he was like, yo, the gig is yours if you want it. And
wow.
Yeah, so we started doing it that way. It was, you know, so of course, Wendy Williams and everybody started talking about it. It went viral. It was trending. So I went into the office at Cheetahs the next day and was like, yo, y'all see this? Y'all gonna have to pay me now. Y'all see all this publicity is on. And they was like, Gunz, don't toot your horn too hard, man. You the first black host, so a lot of markets overseas is canceling. I couldn't believe that, yo.
Oh, wow.
It was like, whoa.
Wow.
So you still got that where some countries ain't ready to see a black host on Cheetahs. They was mad about that, man.
Wow.
So, but we'll pick them up later on, and then the hype here is pretty good. But yeah, so the gig is, I love the staff. I love all the producers, Vincent and George, and of course the CEO, Bobby Goldstein. They treat me well out here, man. I love it out here in Dallas. And of course, when I run down on people, not you.
Does the nigga Joey Greco got something to do with it? Is he Or he
Nah,
just
Greco's not with us no more, but Greco is so dope. I was having a hard time with green screen, and I reached out to him to like kind of pick his brain about how to do green screen. We had lunch and he gave me some pointers that worked out really good, helped me a lot. Because he could have been like, nah, it's your job now, figure it out. But he met me, gave me a lot of ideas, a lot of stories, and what he told me to do on green screen helped me get through the teleprompter faster and more comfortable.
So the green screen is like, up next is Samantha Smith.
Right.
This bitch been cheated on her man, mad crazy. We're gonna see if love really lives.
Right.
In this trailer park.
But
and you gotta walk away type of shit.
Right. So they call walk-ups. But what they have me using is words I would never use in my life.
Right. Subsequently.
Right. So it's a
the
lot
anthropic. The
anthropic.
The
and they not changing that shit. And you gotta get it in one take.
Colloquialism of the whole.
Huh?
Maybe like the colloquialism of the whole.
Right. So I was like, yo, let me say it like I would say it. And they're like, nah, say it how it's written.
Right. Like, man, I can't even say that when my lips don't move like that.
Yeah, sometimes, because they use, multiple words in the same, like a bunch of dirty deeds, daring, dialing, diddling. Like, you know what I mean? All like that. And sometimes, and that shit. So it's green screen was rough. But when I sat down with Joey Greco and he gave me a couple, ideas and pointers and told me how to relax and chill and it worked. It worked tremendously. So shout out to my man, Joey Greco.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but when I run down on people,
please tell me about that.
I don't want to spoil it, but I've had several fights on the show.
Like actual physical fights.
You're going to see one that gets way out of hand. My shoulder's still fucked up.
Wow.
Because they call me out, man. It's like, yo, not you. After what you did, and it gets crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's bananas. And that's my fear of when it comes on. It's like now people going to think that's the way they need. Oh, when I see Peter Gunz, because they don't act like that till the cameras come on. Then they start acting like, you know what I mean? They're getting a little tough and shit. But yeah, and I say on the show, I always say, sorry, Greco. I always say, this ain't Greco, homie. Don't touch me. Don't push me. Don't talk to me like that. So I go through that phase on the show sometime because they'll push the envelope.
Right.
They called me in. They told me to stop instigating. Because when I'm showing the footage, I'm like, now we hit that, right? You can tell, like, come on, my man.
Yo, you gonna stand for that, bro? Like.
Yo,
she swallowed him whole in the parking lot, bro. Like for real.
I told one dude.
Like, I know.
I'm just saying, if it was me,
I told this guy, his girl was asleep. I said, yo, he put in a dick coma. He smacked my cigar and the iPad out my hand, and all hell broke loose. Oh, it gets crazy.
They put in a dick coma. Yo, that's crazy.
So I'm sure they have to pay you extra for the physicality of the job.
Well, they thing is, yo, Gunz, you the host. What you doing? And I'm like, yo, I can't let him do that. I can't go back to the Bronx after letting this dude slap the shit out of my fucking hands and do all this pushing me. It is what it is. So they was like, but you ain't here for that. You here to mediate. But I'm like, they not letting two particular guys in particular. They was there for the smoke, and I had to give them what they came for.
Right.
That's what you could tell. It was no, like, I couldn't be nice. I couldn't be a host. It was just like, not you cheating ass nigga, this and that. I should, that kind of like, whoa.
Have you bust in on like full on, you know what I mean? Full on sexual acts going on, like you bust in and
they blur it out, but a couple of situations like that.
Wow.
Yeah, the fear is like, so we shooting out here in Dallas mostly, and everybody in Texas got a gun, so I'll be nervous.
Right.
But even though I got a lot of security around me, sometimes you can run up on somebody, ruin their life, and they ain't got nothing to lose. Or the man is standing next to them. What you want me to do to this thing? You know what I mean? But it's a lot. Everybody on the set is pretty much, security is strapped. It's pretty it's pretty tight. So far, so good, you know. But yeah, I got into a scuffle or two, but security come and break it right up. But yeah, it gets crazy, man. It's crazy. It be on MTV or VH1 through in the late spring, summer. But it's on some local networks now. If you check your local listens, you'll catch a couple of half-hour episodes. But
in New York, can we find it in New York?
Yeah, if you check it, if it's I don't know where it comes on in New York, but it comes on late night local listens. They doing the teasers, showing.
You know what? I'm gonna find that shit on like Fire Stick or some shit.
Yeah, I'll send you.
Yes,
I'll send you the episodes I'm talking about. I'll send you those first.
Please.
Yeah, but on MTV and VH1 this summer it'll be all over everything. So.
Wow, yo, that's just so dope, man. Congratulations.
You probably about to have the ratings through the roof.
Trust me.
Once it hits the mainstream like cable like VH1 and MTV, you're gonna hear a lot of talking about it. Right now it's just buzzing in certain places, but
now here's what I'm wondering. Do they have you running up on more black people now, or you running up on white people too?
I think I don't want to say it's even, you know, some Latinos, some white people, Spanish, but it's mostly us, man. I ain't gonna front. I gotta be honest.
And I feel like that might be because of the host right now. They don't necessarily want to see you running up in white people fucking up their shit. Like,
no, I think it's because I think it's the host, and I also think that it's entertaining.
Yeah.
The 2 episodes we had, I think.
And they probably feel like you can handle the smoke that comes with the brothers and the, and the Latinos as opposed.
But it's a couple. Listen, it's a couple episodes, and they funny, but they not the smoke, or they like the dudes. When it's a dude, when the dudes run up on the dudes cheating, it gets insane, man.
So do you ever do the mediator shit? Like it's all crazy, and you bring the girl to the side. Listen, come here. Let me talk to you. How did this all happen? Like, how did you even meet him? Just tell me. Have you
sometimes this is my first time hosting, so I had to learn how to take control of that. Right. Listen, I'm just doing my job. I need to talk to you because sometimes they just be yelling and they don't want to talk to you. They want to talk to each other. So I'm always like, listen, to get your point across, you gotta talk. All that yelling is just ain't gonna get your answers. Cause most dudes yell their way out. Most dudes yell their way out. They get mad, start punching shit. That's the way out. That's the old game. Yeah. Or let me talk to you over here, and I'm like, nah, she ain't talking to you over there.
Have you had any runners? Some niggas that just straight up just start running?
Yo, they're gonna kill me for telling you this, but I'm gonna tell you.
Don't tell us. Don't spoil.
Why you always spoil our? We try to get
because I actually want to watch it and be surprised.
We like to get scoops on the fucking Godcast, and you kill them every time.
Okay,
I'll give you this one thing.
I'm the scoop killer.
Then I can't tell you no more.
Wait,
this one guy ran. Yo, Lord, this one guy ran because I asked him a question that everybody was ignoring. So Shorty said she found a dildo in his drawer. And she tripped over it in the bathroom at his crib. So the whole thing was, yo, are you cheating or whatever? And I went, this wasn't even for me a question for me, but I'm like, yo, dude, all I want to ask you about is she found a dick in the bathroom, dude, in the drawer. And wasn't no girls around.
What was that about?
He ran off set.
Wow. So you didn't even get to ask him.
No,
you said there wasn't no girls around. That nigga's like,
she was asking him something, and I was stuck on it. Yo, hold on, dog. Who was the dick for? You?
That nigga said.
So he looking at her, looking at me, looking at like the staff, and then he's just like, when I tell you, I ain't saying walk.
Ran. Pew! Yo,
so for a whole 10-15 minutes, oh God, could you do this to me? Blah 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 blah. You like, hold up, but
by the way,
I was just, that was the thing. She was just so busy asking him, who's he seeing? Is who cheating? I'm like, you don't care about that dildo?
What's up with
you
that?
keep running into?
Wow.
So that was the craziest thing that happened to me as far as somebody running off set.
That's crazy.
That shit was insane. I was like, I wanted him to say, "Look, man, my shorty's into some kinky things, my side," but he was just stuck
because he knew what the fuck he was using it for, and his self-accusing spirit made him
when
run.
that come on TV, he gonna have a lot of explaining to do.
Well, thank you for sharing, Mr. Gunz, because I was about to get beat up after you left for killing the scoop. I'm always getting beat up for
it's so much.
I'm always killing the scoop.
There's so much more on the show that's just a small portion of. So I don't mind giving you that, but it was crazy though.
If we brought Fat Man Scoop on as a guest, you'd kill him.
I'm the scoop killer. I'm always like they be ready to spill. I'm like, wait,
It'll
no,
be your fault.
I'm gonna be surprised.
No, listen, they get mad
find out with the rest of the world.
She care more about TBS or these other fucking channels and shit than her own fucking. Look, wow.
Yo, they say I talk too much, but it's true. I talk. I like to talk, so it's all good though.
Listen, man, we appreciate you coming through.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me. About time.
This was definitely great. I know. I gotta get on my job, and I'm a definitely there's certain guests that I would like to be, reoccurring guests. Just come on back, from time to time, and just say what you want to say, or just comment on just what's going on in pop culture. Period.
Absolutely. I would love that, man.
Yeah, that would be dope. So yeah, definitely follow the brother on IG, Peter Gunz 174 on IG. And make sure you check out Cheaters when it comes out this spring, summer. But in certain places, check your local listings right now, because you might be able to check that motherfucker out right now.
Gunz. Appreciate you, bro.
Lyric Jones said, "What up, too, Peter?"
Oh, what up, yo?
Yeah, that's the homie. That's little sis right there.
Yeah. Lyric Jones is the truth. I did a song with her. We gotta put that out.
I know.
It's my girl.
Word.
All right, yo. I'm here, man. Holla anytime. I'm gonna get those episodes to you, I promise.
No doubt. I appreciate you, brother.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace, homie.